Revenge films.
Many years ago, when I was a teacher, I had to go home late one day. Even though I had a driver's license, I walked to work every day because I lived close to the school and wanted to get more exercise. I had never left work so late before that day. Sometimes I had to bring work home, but that was about it most of the time. There was a small road that led up to my house from the main road, and the small road goes through the park. The park looked normal in the morning, but because there was no road lamps, I could barely see anything in the evening. That night when I was walking across the park, suddenly someone knocked me down from the side. After I fell down on the grass, the man who struck me started to press his body on me with force. I immediately realized I was being attacked. I couldn't breathe and my blood froze. This park usually had many people, but it was late at night. I knew I ran into a pervert lurking in the dark. I tried to resist and fight back with all my force, but he was too strong. Then I remembered the school had safety and crime prevention lessons not long ago. One of the police officers who came that day shared some tips with us. He said,
"When a stranger attacks you, try your best to scream loudly so people can notice you. But it can also be challenging because people tend to lose their voice when they're nervous or feel reluctant to scream, 'Help!' Therefore, when you're under attack, it's always a good idea to scream something easy and familiar to you."
It's true that I've never been used to shouting out loud or screaming for help. So, when I was being attacked that day, the only words that came to my mind were, "Attention! At ease!" Because the school's sports day was coming up, I yelled those words during PE classes over and over. So, I had no problem yelling these words. The man didn't expect me to scream those words at all, so he was stunned for a moment. I kept screaming those words mindlessly in panic. The man must have been perplexed when his victim suddenly started yelling, "Attention! At ease!" out of nowhere. I tried to push him away and escape, but he still didn't let go of me and was too strong. I struggled desperately and tried my best not to let him hold my hands down. At the same time, I didn't stop screaming. I said, "At ease!" He had to cover my mouth with one of his hands. So he only had one hand left to restrain me, which meant I had a better chance to escape. Because of the difference in strength, it was not easy for me to escape, but he was also desperate because of my screaming, so the struggle continued for a while. Now that I think about it, I was lucky he didn't punch me that night. I could scream at the top of my lungs when he attacked me, but if he decided to start punching me, I would have no chance to fight back at all. The result would have been much more terrible if I lost my ability to scream. The words I screamed were so different and unexpected for him, and I believe that was the main reason I was saved. I screamed and screamed, fighting bravely against the perpetrator. A man who was walking his dog late at night and a jogger heard my screams and came to help me. After I saw them coming in my direction, I started to yell, "Help! Help!" instead. The perpetrator jumped away from me when the dog walker shined his flashlight on me. He got scared by the two men who came to help, so he tried to run away. Then the jogger yelled, "Hey, stop!" He went after the perpetrator. The dog walker joined the chase after tying the dog's leash to a tree. When they caught the perpetrator, he shouted,
"Let go of me, damn it!"
The dog walker immediately called the police, and the police arrived in no time. After the police came, they talked to the two men who helped me. Since it was a serious case, the police sent a female officer to talk to me and brought me back to the station. The perpetrator was arrested. I had some scratches and bruises, and my clothes were ripped, but my injuries were not serious. The police told me I did a good job. They said it was right for me to scream for help. However, my friends, family, and coworkers were all worried to death. The perpetrator was later prosecuted and went to prison. The jogger who helped me later told me,
"When I heard a young woman screaming, 'At ease! At ease! At ease! I said at ease!' late at night, I actually had no idea that someone was in trouble."
Of course, I was also a bit embarrassed, but I laughed hard when I heard this from him.
"I'm glad you're okay. How long have you been screaming for?"
I have no idea. I was too scared that I couldn't even remember much. One thing I know for sure is that my throat was hurting so much the next day.
I bet. You were desperately screaming for help. You did good.
Thank you so much for your help. I thanked them. People around me all worried that I would be traumatized by the attack. They even worried that I'd become androphobic because of the incident. Even though it was an attempt, I have to say I was frightened and felt utterly helpless during the attack, especially when facing the physical difference in strength between male and female. But somehow, I gained the courage when I shouted those unexpected but familiar words. The police patrolled the area near the park for a while after my attack. The city also installed road lamps to prevent similar incidents from ever happening again. Never have I ever been so glad that I'm a teacher. The safety and crime prevention class was held just in time, and it actually saved me. When I went to the police station after the attack, I saw the police officer who came to our school. As soon as he saw me, his eyes widened and he asked,
Oh my god! Are you okay?
He heard about what happened to me. I told him, thanks to what you taught us during the lesson, I was able to help and protect myself. Thank you. He seemed surprised to hear what I said. After that, we started dating, and he took good care of me. Ever since we started dating, he always reminded me.
You should drive if you're going to be late, and I'll go with you if you want to go out and exercise. That'll make me less worried.
So I started to drive to work. Sometime later, we got engaged, married, and became a family. My husband was genuinely shocked by what I told him at the police station that day. He couldn't believe what he taught at an elementary school could save a single woman's life. Now that I think about it, it still feels unreal that I was saved by attention and at ease. But for me, those words have become special and unforgettable because they marked the story between my husband and me. My husband also taught me some safety and crime prevention lessons at home. Those lessons even included self-defense and basic combat skills. I would probably be able to fight back or even capture the perpetrator if something happened again.
Focus on protecting yourself and leave the rest to the police. Don't do anything dangerous.
He reminded me repeatedly. By the way, I've never shouted, "Attention!" and "At ease!" to the kids at school the way I yelled at the perpetrator. I'll never do that to my students. That's for sure.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.